Hello and welcome to Plain Old Gaming. Today I'm playing some Rise of Nations, and I'm going to be showing you some of the tips and tricks that I use when I play. Now, I always beat the Chinese because you can just create huge amounts of villagers all the time. And units, once you get into higher ages, you can create units instantly. So it's really helpful, especially if you're kind of a slow player like me. Alright, here we go. I'm going to be playing against two other people today. Alright, so here we go. This is our town center and our library. Now, I always put my scouts on auto-control, auto-explore, first. Now, what you want to do is you want to get the important buildings built. So, you want to have 5 farms all the time in every city that you build. All the time. You want to make sure that your camps, like your woodcutters camps and your mines, are always filled with people. You don't want people not doing anything. Definitely not. So there, that'll get me more food, because I'm gonna need it. And these are your researches. Of course I don't have any food, but I'll get there. Alright, so you want to start building more cities as soon as you can, because that'll increase the amount of food you can get and all kinds of other resources. Now, you don't want to really build your cities really far away from each other, because that makes it hard to defend them. You want to sort of concentrate them in a certain area, but you still want to get new resources. So I'll make this like a fishing town over here. Fish is a really good way to get food. So I like playing on maps with a bit of water. It helps. This resource is one of the hardest things just to keep huge amounts. Now the temple is a good building to have. It increases your national borders and hit points for your cities and the range of your town. It's really good to have. Alright, the city is built. What we want to do, of course, is build a dock once we have enough timber. Well, get on that then. Woodcutters camp. Here we go, here's a dock. Fishing is a really good way, as I said. It's there. Not enough food yet. Now, for most of these buildings, we want to build at least one in every single city. Farms, of course, you need 5 every single city, all the time. This food is quite hard to come by sometimes. He's not doing anything. There, and markets. Markets are important. They give you all kinds of resource bonuses, all kinds of stuff. And you see these little blue things here? These are special resources you can gather. We have dye and silver. Now what they do, this will give you 10 coin and 10 metal, and age advancement cost is reduced. So that is always good to find. The dye will give us some knowledge and coin, and let us build cities better. So now that I've built a market, I can create merchants and ready the Chinese. That'd be really fast. Helps you take control. Caravans give you coin. Always want those going. And that's why we build lots of cities. Now, watchtowers are important. You want to have your cities defended all the time. You gotta start at the beginning of the game building up your defenses. Because I know that when I play against people, some of them don't defend at all, and you can just walk right in and destroy everything. That's one of my favorite strategies, but it doesn't work for everyone. Alright. Got 3 farms in this city so far, and I'm working on making a fleet of fishermen. Now, whales are actually a special resource, and they give you food and metal, and your speed for your ships is increased. Now, if you can't find any fish, you can put them on Auto Explore, and once you see them find one, you just swoop in and get it. It's a good investment to have. Okay. Now, still working on my farms. Now, commerce. So once you get a whole bunch of things producing so much more than you can actually use, you have to increase your commerce level. So that's this research. It's important to do that, otherwise you won't be able to get resources faster. It'll stop it at a certain point. But if you increase it, you can do it even faster. You can get more. There. Now that I've got some fish being collected, I don't need to focus so much on farms, but it's important to have 5. Still working on food. And now I'm at another cap. Alright. There. Okay, that camp is filled. I got 5 farms here. Working on another camp. Gonna be 2 people there. There we are. He's finished that tower. There. Okay, now I'm going to the next age. Now, I'm going to stop it at the Enlightenment Age for this game so that I can focus on building, upgrading, and destroying. Now, my cities are a little far apart, but that's still fine. So, at least 1 tower to start, and then start building up on those. Okay. So, I'm still at the cap for food, but now I need knowledge to upgrade it. Now, getting knowledge is a bit slow at the first. So, you need to build universities. And these are in your just regular buildings menu. And 1 per city is always recommended to get your maximum amount of guys. And these people, they cost coin to actually create. So, recommend building more cities, of course. That's one of the best ways to get coin. There. I have 7 scholars making this building. And they'll automatically fill it up and start making knowledge, which is what I will need in this age. And I can now build the Senate. And the Senate is your government building. And this will let you gain more powers. You can create new units, like your presidents, your despots, and they will give your troops different bonuses while they're fighting, which is always good to have. And you see that I'm just randomly clicking on buildings to see if there's upgrades to do. It's very important that you always look for those. Okay, so here I can choose a different government. A republic or a despotism. Now, despotism is military, like really heavy military. And republic is more commerce and things. Now, I like a republic because your guy will heal your troops. So after battle, you guys can just sit and you'll be healed, which is really cool, and I like doing that. So hopefully I'm still on pace with my 2 enemy nations. Now, metal is very hard to come by sometimes, so you want to try and find the mountains. Okay, so here is my guy. He's the senator. And he'll, in addition to doing these special powers, he will heal my units. Now, Force March makes them go faster. Entrench gives them, units near the general get protected from all the damage. And decoys makes fake decoys that look like real to your enemies and to people you're playing against. So they'll hit those instead of your guys. And ambush is allow them to temporarily invisible. And bribe is try and get an enemy until it comes yours. So steal units. Okay, so over here at the mine, 5 more guys. There we go. As I said earlier, make sure that your camps and mines and farms are all filled up at all times. That way you get maximum bonuses. And here's Allegiance. This gives enemies in your territory attrition damage, which will kill them a certain amount of damage every second that they're in your territory, which is really helpful. If they send in an army to attack you without protection wagons, they will just get destroyed. And another thing, I'm playing against people who don't have that, which is really easy to kill them. Now, I don't really need to focus on making a navy, because this is not a real naval map. It's more about the land. But I'm going to have another whale being gathered to give me some more food. Now, I haven't really been focusing on military, but I'm going to start that now. First, I'm going to build myself a market for this city and a temple, so that I can get the bonuses associated with those buildings. Now, I gotta keep looking for another mountain. There's one. More. And there's one. Okay, so I think I'll go up to this one here. Sort of make it almost a triangle, and then I can fill in the center with another city, so that I'm more protected. So here are your military buildings. You have the barracks, stable, and the factory. Siege factory. And these will create all of your units. Now, a lot of people like to build 3 or 4 of each of these, and your enemies will always do that. I don't like to create as many, but the more you have, the faster you can create new units. Okay, so granary. It's important to have one of these in every city as well. They will increase the food output that your farms do.